Good morning, it's your man Earl, www.deuceswild22.com. Tuesday morning, May 22nd, day 142. Good morning. Mid-morning, we are in the middle of some construction landscape stuff and had to take the head wrap off to get a breather, man. But anyway, we are here at the home office mid-morning, about to go to lunch and then get back on it for the rest of the week. But I want to get this video out to you. We just closed out a 5-day series on the 5 core areas of superior leadership, your 5 core areas of superior leadership. Today we're starting a new, just a day, if you will. Back normally it's one day each thought, but we had a 5-day series. But today is the 5 D's of greatness. Or excuse me, 3 D's of greatness, not 5. I don't want to add 2 more. Of course, you probably could, but we're not going to add 2. We're going to stick with 3. The 3 D's of greatness, okay? So once again, that's your man Earl, www.deuceswild22.com, day 142, Tuesday, May 22nd, the 3 D's of greatness. And here they are. One is, greatness is disturbing. Greatness is disturbing. Second one is, greatness is often disruptive. Often disruptive. And then the third D, greatness is discipline. Greatness is discipline. So, first one, day 142, Tuesday the 22nd, mid-morning, about to go to lunch. Well, about to be afternoon, I guess you could say. 11:30, 12, somewhere around in there. Check this out. First D of greatness is disturbing. Now, what do I mean by that? If you look up the definition, of course, you can use any search engine you want to. But disturbing is to cause worry or to create a certain level of anxiety. And that is, I'm going to add this to that. That is mentally disturbing as well as physically disturbing, right? And so to be great, you're going to have to learn how to be very comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the greater level of uncomfortable you can deal with, you have the opportunity and the capacity to be extremely great. Why? Because to be disturbed is to be out of the box. Okay, you gotta be able to put yourself through the gauntlet, mentally, physically, emotionally, even financially, to become great. Right? You have to be able to do that to be great. You have to be able to deal with things not being the way you want them to be, and you have to be able to deal with things being disturbing to you without losing it. Okay, we talk about EQ, IQ, your AQ, your anger quotient, your intelligence quotient, your emotional quotient. You have all these different quotients, right? And to be great, you're going to have to learn. I did a video about that a couple weeks back, a couple months back. So the first D of greatness is, can you handle being disturbed? Okay? And the second one is disruptive. All right? People who enter into greatness are often disruptive. Why? Particularly in a business model. Think about, I almost use the company's name. I'm trying not to do that because I want you to think about it. Maybe start using companies' names later on in the year, but I try to, watch this, discipline myself not to use other companies' names as I'm talking about things, right? Because sometimes it could be your opinion, but some things are just outright, it is what it is. But to be disruptive, particularly in a business model, okay, or to be disruptive in your family, all right? Maybe you're the first one to do something substantial in your family and you're disrupting a pattern of behavior. First one to graduate. First one not to be an alcoholic. First one not to go to jail or prison ever. First one not to have children out of wedlock. First one not to get a divorce. That's disruptive behavior looking at your family. Why? Because, watch this, you're labeled as being disorderly, particularly if disorder is the norm and you're an orderly person. You're labeled disorderly because you don't do what other folks do. Okay? So you're labeled disorderly because you don't fit in to what is normal, parentheses there. You're labeled disruptive because guess what? To be great, you're going to disrupt some things. People, places, institutions, things of that nature. Status quo, disruptive means to be wild, unmanageable. There are a lot of athletes that, quite frankly, if you did your research and read biographies and autobiographies, some of these athletes have incredible disruptive behavior. Right? Now, they perform superior on the floor, on the football field, in the gym, in the boxing ring, but their overall behavior would be labeled disruptive. Why? Up half the night, Poor sleeping habits, meaning you sleep when other people are awake, and when you're awake, other people are asleep. That's disruptive behavior. Or how about their diets and their regimen? Okay, hey, I just recently went to a plant-based diet about 2 months ago, right? So the majority of my meals are plant-based. I'm no longer putting meat at the center of my plate. At the center of my plate is things that come from the earth, dirt. And the more organic, the more dirty, if you will, the more grimy, closer to earth it is, the better I want. And my body's like responding like tremendously, right? But I have these incredible disruptive behavior patterns. Up every night between 1:30 and 2 o'clock in the morning to do deliveries. I get about 4 hours of sleep. At one point in time, I try to come back and get 2 or 3 hours of sleep someplace else during the day. My behavior is disruptive to most people. Why? Because they're used to getting 6 to 8 to 10 hours of sleep in one block. Not me. Why? Because you know what I'm trying to accomplish. I have to do in 2 years what I did not do in 20. So my behavior is disruptive. It's unmanageable. Some people even say, man, you're out of hand. Thank you. That's a compliment, because I don't want to be in your hands. By the fact, anybody else's besides the Lord's hands, right? Here's one. Your behavior is disruptive, or here's a fancy $5,000 word, refractory, which means headstrong, stubborn. Okay? And guess what? To be great, you're going to be disruptive, because other people always want to manage you. They want to manage your behavior, and to be disruptive, you will become unmanageable. Okay? And then the last one is very familiar term, discipline. But I had to look this up again because obviously you always want to stay sharp and you want to keep your mind growing, right? Even though we know what the word discipline means, I said, let me take a look at this again, because what I have on my piece of paper is not what the definition of it traditionally means. Because guess what? If you are a disciplined person, that means you are in the practice of training others, watch this, to obey rules and certain codes of behavior. You are in the business of regulation and directing other people. That's discipline. But guess what? As an entrepreneur, as somebody who's personally growing, that's not the definition of discipline for me. To be disciplined to me is to be up at 2 a.m. every morning. Is to get the proper vegetables and fruit and not settle for snack food. To be disciplined is to not stop and get the snacks along the highway. That you discipline yourself, and when you buy a head of cabbage, and you buy a bundle of celery, and you buy a bag of carrots, and you throw them in the car for a road trip, because I'm disciplined, right? And I'm not training others, I'm training myself. Hence, self-discipline. And guess what? To be disciplined, you create it over a period of time. What are they? 21 days. Start and break a habit. 17 seconds. Okay? Hold it in your mind. You begin to attract and put the picture of what you want to become. Okay? Watch this. 5 seconds get you over procrastination. 3 to 5 seconds, make a decision. Yes, no, gotta go. All right? No procrastination. And then 6 to 8 seconds is your evaluation. You discipline yourself to go through these things mentally, so it becomes first nature. All right? Keep saying 5. 3 D's of greatness. Disturbing, you will be disturbed. You will be disrupted, and you must be disciplined. It's your man Earl, DeucesWild22.com, FigTreeGlobal.com. This is our clothing line and our sauce company for your personal growth. Deuces Wild channel. This is what we do here. Teach other people to go out and get it, make it happen. Day 142, Tuesday, mid-morning, about to go to lunch. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless. Peace. 5/22/2018. Day 142, 3 D's of greatness. Peace.